Hi, Dennis.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Let me fix my camera.
Mm-hmm. Dennis, I was just wondering, we were chatting because we're only three, four people always. Um, I've seen in other class, right? There are many people join because, of course, the class is late. Like it's the class is almost like 4 to 5, which is Malik's class.
Oh, you mean like you have fitness classes or
Fitness class, yeah.
something?
Many people join in that class because it's a late class, and the other,
Right.
yeah, because 11 o'clock is like people have hard time to join. That's what I've been hearing from people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What
Yeah.
about noon? Or is noon?
Noon, yeah, noon should be okay. So is it possible for you to just combine, or because sometimes like Friday, there are many people like work from home on like IT, all IT work from home on Monday, Friday, right?
So you think Friday is a better day?
It's a better day. If you take a full class even, at least many people will join. Think
Okay.
about,
So like which day, like don't you think people like should I eliminate like Monday, do you think? Or what's it?
yes, like or midday. Midday is busy for people anyway, like because everybody has to come on Monday, Tuesday, like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you can eliminate either Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. Wednesday you can eliminate if you want, or Tuesday.
Okay.
It's up to you, but
Yeah.
you
Let
get
me
at
think
least
about
more
it
people. Yeah,
because Monday and Tuesday, I could probably adjust from 12:30 to I'm sorry, not 12:30, from
12, right?
oh wait, yeah, 12 to 12:30 because I'm confusing.
Oh,
Monday and Thursday are the half-hour classes, right?
right.
So I could probably do Monday and Thursday from 12 to 12:30. Do
So
you
do
think?
we have to do this half-hour class, or you can just do 1 hour class instead? Like Malik does the same thing, like he does only 3 days class.
He does
So
only 3 days.
yeah, he has only 3 days class. So he does 3 full days, like 1 hour class.
So he does 3 or 4 days, 1 hour
Three
classes.
days, 1 hour class.
Okay. And then the fourth day is what?
No, it's just 3 days. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Full
Okay.
full class, like 1 hour.
Let me try.
So you think about it. Because I was just thinking because it's not many people on yoga. I'm observing.
So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Stephanie, I see you're here.
Yeah.
Nivi brought up that a lot of people would come more on Fridays. What's your, take on it?
I, every week is different for me, and I don't know.
Okay, well, let me think about it. Maybe next week I'll ask some other
Yeah, some
people.
more people like who joins there. Right?
Okay, I'm gonna get us started though, because it's already 11:17 and it's a short class, just half an
Yes.
hour. And tomorrow we do have a Friday class. That's 11:15 to 11:45. So join me right now in Sukhasana, easy seat. Feel free to sit on a folded blanket or a block. Close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Place one hand on the chest and the other hand on the abdomen. Become aware of the breath. Feel your chest as it rises and falls. Feel the belly inflate and deflate beneath the hand. Continue to sit here, witnessing the breath. Release your hands to the knees with your palms turned down. Inhale. And as you exhale out through the nose, open your eyes, hinge forward from the hips, walk your hands out, and let your head hang or rest your forehead on the floor. With the inhalation, lift the head and chest, walk the hands in, and sit up tall with me. Raise the right arm overhead, stretch through the fingertips of the right hand, and rotate your chest upward. Inhale, center, and exhale. Let's twist to the right with the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting from the waist. And we'll push off the back hand, coming to your center. Stretch the left arm overhead, reach through the fingertips of the left hand, and open your chest upward. Inhale to your center, and exhale as you twist to your left, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist from the waist. We're going to push off the back hand, come to center. You can bring your opposite leg in front. Close your eyes, place the fingertips on the floor behind you. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest wide. You can stay on the fingertips or press the palms into the floor. Start to use your Ujjayi breath. Breathe deeply in through the nose with even longer exhalations out through the nostrils. Squeezing the air down the windpipe and back out again. Finish the next exhalation. Reopen the eyes. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands in front of heart center. We're going to hinge forward from the hips again. Walk the hands out. Resting the forehead on the floor. Or just letting the head hang. If you're letting the head hang and you find that your elbows are off the floor, you can soften the elbows towards the ground. If your elbows are on the ground and you'd like to move further into the pose, inch the fingers forward. Be kind to your body, don't force anything. Inhale as you lift your head and chest. We're going to walk our hands in and you can sit tall with me. Let's move on to all fours. With the wrists under the shoulders and the knees hip width apart, reach back through your right leg and push into the ball of the right foot. Inhale, lift the heel in line with the hip and extend the left arm out in front. Press out through the back heel and forward through the fingertips. You want to actually send lines of energy out through the fingertips of the left hand. And you can either stay here or bend your right knee and hold on to the right ankle with the left hand. You're still using your Ujjayi breath. Release your hand and knee to the floor. Reach back through the left leg and push into the ball of the foot. Inhale, heel in line with the hip, right arm out in front. So sending lines of energy out through the fingertips of the right hand and pressing back through the left heel. So it's staying here in this spinal balance or moving a little bit deeper if you choose by bending the left knee and holding onto the left ankle with your right hand. Release your hand and knee to the floor. Lower the sit bones to the heels and come into child's pose, Balasana. So your choice if you like to have the arms extended with the forehead on the mat. If you prefer, you could modify the position with your forehead resting on a block. You don't have to have a block. You can still modify posture, placing one fist on top of the other to rest your forehead on. With the inhalation, go ahead and lift your head and chest, come up to all fours, and separate your knees hip width apart. Let's curl our toes under, lift the hips, and bring the weight to the heels. Breathe slowly and deeply in and out through your nose. Bending the knees, look in between the thumbs and rock or step your feet forward. As you bend both knees, inhale, take your arms up and bring your hands together. Lift the chest and exhale, reaching back for an upward salute. Your chin is turned up to the ceiling and your gaze is to the thumbs. Inhale, center. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, point the top of the head to the floor. And with the inhalation, lengthen the spine, looking outward and slide the shoulder blades down the back. This is Ardha Uttanasana, half standing forward bend. Exhale, fold in half, knees bent, palms round. Step back to a plank, look outward, point the elbows to the hips. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, pull the chest through the arms and up. And exhale. Bend the elbows, push off the floor. Curl the toes under, and lifting the hips will come into downward facing dog. Press the chest towards your knees. Guide the heels towards the ground and point the tailbone up to the ceiling, looking like an inverted letter V. We'll move on to a runner's lunge. Bending the knees, look in between the thumbs. Step or place your right foot in between the hands. You want to keep the right ankle beneath the right knee. So don't let the right knee jut beyond the ankle. Push solidly into the ball of the back left foot, keeping your left leg straight. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. Hinge forward from the hips, palm the mat, and step to a plank. Bring your weight forward, shoulders over the wrists. Turn your elbows to the ground, to your hips. Squeeze the upper arms to the sides of the torso. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale for your upward facing dog. And exhale. Bend the elbows, little push up there. Press off the floor. Curling the toes under and lifting the hips for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, look in between the thumbs, and we're going to step our left foot in between the hands. So now you're in a runner's lunge. Drop the hips, make sure you can see your left big toe. If not, inch it forward. Chest is lifted here as you press into the ball of the right foot. Keep the right leg straight. Continue with the Ujjayi breath as you exhale. Hinge forward from the hips. Step into a plank, looking outward. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale for your upward facing dog. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. And the knees, look in between the thumbs and walk or step your feet forward. Bending both knees. Inhale, arms up, palms together, lift the chest, and exhale for an upward salute. Inhale, center, exhale, hinge forward from the hips. This is going to be our last sun salutation. Inhale, lengthen the spine, looking outward. Exhale, fold in half. You can bend your knees and palm the mat. Step to a plank, looking outward, elbows turn to the hips. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look in between the thumbs, walk or step your feet forward. Bend both knees. Inhale, arms come up, palms come together. Lift the chest and exhale for Urdhva Hastasana. Gazes to the thumbs. Inhale, center, and exhale, hands in front of heart center. Bring the feet close together if they're not already. Sides of the big toes touching, sides of the knees touching. Bend the knees as you drop the sit bones. Excuse me, as you drop the hips. So pull the navel in enough. Give a slight tuck to your tailbone. Exhale as you drop the seat. Let's start off with triangle pose, Trikonasana, right foot's in front. Step back onto the left, straighten the front leg and reach the arms out. Push the left hip over. Right side of the body in line with the right knee. Your left hand is over the left shoulder and your drishti, your gaze is upward to the ceiling. If you ever feel off balance, looking upward or lightheaded, you can always lift to the wall or down at your right big toe. Option to bind the left arm behind the back. If you chose to down the arm, your left hand is reaching for the right inner thigh. Release the hand, turn your hips down to the ground, and then this back left foot, you're going to turn in slightly. There's still a turnout, but not quite as much as with a triangle pose. Your choice how you want to have the hands. That can be on lower leg, ankle, fingertips, or palms to the floor. If this still feels a little too much for you, want to make the posture a little bit more comfortable, you can try this out. Bend the front right knee and step the back left foot forward. Both legs are still straight, whether you kept that wide base or shortened your base. Your gaze is outward. We'll go into pyramid pose. It's very similar to our intense side stretch, except it mimics your natural step or gait. So start by bending the right knee and stepping the left foot forward. So you've got a space of about 3 inches to 6 inches in between the front heel and the back foot. So you want to keep your feet parallel to the wide edges of the mat. So just the reason I'm emphasizing that is you don't want to tightrope walk like this. There's a gap in between the feet here. Pull your hips back, lift the toes up, spread them wide into the mat. You can gaze out towards the short edge of the mat. And we'll come out of the posture by bending the right knee, stepping the back left foot forward. Bend both knees. Inhale, reach your arms up and bring your hands together. Lift the chest. Exhale for Urdhva Hastasana. Chin turned up to the sky, gaze to the thumbs. Inhale, center. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Inhale, lengthen spine, looking outward, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold in half. Bend your knees again. Inhale, arms up, palms together, lift the chest. And exhale for an upward salute. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands in front of heart center, feet close together. Bend the knees, drop the seat, Utkatasana. Pull your navel in and up, got a slight tuck to your tailbone. Squeeze the inner thighs together. You can drop your seat lower if you like. Let's keep the left foot in front, triangle pose or Trikonasana. Next, with the left foot in front, step back onto the right foot. Oops, sorry about that. Wonder what happened there. Extend the arms out, press the right hip back so the left side of the body will travel in line with the left knee. Drift your gaze up to the raised thumb, unless you decide to modify the pose by looking to the side or down at the left big toe. Bring your right hand over your right shoulder. Chest opening upward to the ceiling. Your choice to make a bind with the arm. If you just do that, your right hand is reaching for your left inner thigh. Continuing to use the Ujjayi breath. Consciously controlling the breath. We're going to release our hand and turn our hips down to the floor. Turn your right foot in slightly. Remember the options for the hands on the ankle, fingertips, or palms on the floor. You can even use a block if you want. That brings the floor up a little higher so that you can rest your hands on the block. And just like before, I'm going to give you the option here. You can shorten the base by bending the front knee and stepping the right foot forward. And you may find by shortening the base that the posture is a little bit more accessible. Inhaling into the back of the thigh, back of the left thigh, where you're feeling the pull, the tightness. For some people, it might also be the back of the thigh and the back of the calf, or for some, it might be the entire leg. Just breathe into the tightness, create space, and exhale, hinging forward from the hips, guiding the chest to the knees as you look out towards the short edge of the mat. From here, we move into pyramid pose. Remember, this mimics your natural walking step. Bend the front knee and step the back right foot forward. Your walking step is actually shorter than you might think. We've got about 3 inches in between the heel and the back big toe, or I should say 3 to 6 inches. But it's not as wide as most people think. Your choice if you want to hold on to the lower leg, ankle, fingertips, or palms to the floor, or use a block to rest your hands on. Lengthening the spine, send the chest out beyond the toes, and look towards the shortest edge of the mat. Pull the hips back, lift the toes, spread your toes wide into the mat. And as you continue with your Ujjayi breath, bend the front knee and step the right foot forward to the left. Bend both knees. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Lift the chest and exhale for an upward salute. Inhale to your center and exhale, hinging forward from the hips to Uttanasana. We'll go to Ardha Uttanasana, half standing forward bend, looking outward. And exhale, fold in half. Bend the knees with palms on the mat. Step into a plank. Modify the plank, knees, tops of the feet on the floor. Hold the navel in and up. And then lower the sit bones to the heels. You can rest here in child's pose with me. As you inhale, lift the head and chest. Let's press up to all fours. Drop one hip to the floor and swing the feet around to the short edge of the mat. This is now Dandasana, our staff pose. Pressing out through the heels, hands alongside the hips, long spine. Inhale, arms up, stretch the fingertips to the side. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips for Paschimottanasana. Several options here. If you'd like to modify the posture, hold onto the lower legs, the ankles, or use a strap behind the balls of the feet to extend the arms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Remember, we're trying to bring our belly button and chest down to the legs until not the head. So that's why you're going to keep the chest lifted and gaze outward. The first belly button and then chest to the mat, to the legs. Inhale as you come back to center, back to Dandasana, staff pose with a long spine, fingers facing the feet, feet flexed, shoulders relaxed. Slide the fingers to the knees, looking down at your belly button. We'll roll down to the elbows, the shoulder blades, and then let the back of the head rest on the ground. Walk the heels to the sit bones with both feet flat on the floor. Lower the small of the back to the ground. Slide your right leg down the mat and press out through the right heel. Sliding the left leg down the mat, press out through the left heel. Inhale the arms overhead and let them rest on the floor behind you. Stretch your fingertips outward and your heels outward as well. Like you're almost like a tug of war playing in between the hands and the feet. Someone's pulling you back by the hands, someone's pulling you forward by the feet, and slide the shoulder blades down the back. An inhalation through the nose with a longer exhalation out through the nostrils. Exhale, arms back alongside the torso. Walk the heels to the sit bones. Once both feet are flat on the floor, lower the small of the back onto the ground. Slide your arms out to the sides with the hands in line with the shoulders. Inhale, knees to the chest, and exhale, lower the knees to the right, turning the head as you look towards your left hand. Option to move further into the posture by resting the right hand lightly on the side of the left thigh. If you'd like to go deeper, stretching the piriformis, that muscle really deep in the glutes, you can pull the knees up to the right elbow and then extend the left leg out, holding onto the left heel with the right hand. And the knees are stacked on top of each other, so you might have to slide the right knee up so the left knee can rest on the right knee, which is resting on the floor. Bring the head to center. Both knees are bent with both palms on the ground. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, lower the knees to the left. This time you're turning your head to look towards the right hand. So remember, you can keep both palms on the floor if you find that more comfortable. Just we're trying to guide the right shoulder blade further to the ground. If you do want to move further into the posture, left hand can rest lightly on the side of the right thigh. And if you want to move even further, you can pull the knees up towards the elbow and extend the right leg out, holding the right heel with the left hand. Feel free to guide the left knee upward so that the right knee is resting on top of the left knee. The left knee is resting on the floor. For the next inhalation, bring your head to center, both palms on the ground, both knees bent. Inhale the knees to the chest. Interlace the fingers over the shins as you begin to roll forward and back. This is the Tapasana. If you'd like, you can lift your head and shoulders, making yourself into a tight little ball. Bring the head to the knees and the knees to the head as you roll over the lower back. And we'll come back to center. Release the hands and feet to the floor. Slide one leg out, then the other. Close your eyes. Slide the arms away from the sides of the torso and turn the palms upward to the ceiling. Notice the natural turn out of your ankles. The natural, let your hips start to unwind. Feel them open. Soften the belly and untighten the chest. Relax the jawline. Take an active inhalation through your nose with an even longer exhalation out through the nostrils. I invite you to gently open your eyes. Stay relaxed and comfortable in Shavasana. If you'd like to rest here longer, feel free. Otherwise, walk the heels up to your sit bones. Raise your right arm overhead. We're going to roll on to the right side. So roll onto your right side, resting here. Whenever you feel ready to come up, you can press your left hand to the ground and sit up with me in Sukhasana. Feel free to remain in child's pose if you want, Shavasana, the corpse pose if you choose. But if you did sit up into Sukhasana, I invite you to bring your hands together in front of your heart center, and we'll end here. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me.
Namaste. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a
we'll-
great day.
You
Um,
too. Talk tomorrow then.
Okay, yeah, if you can make it tomorrow, that's
Tomorrow
great.
is 11:15 class?
Yeah, 11:15.
Okay, I'll try to make it.
Okay,
Thanks.
cool. Have
Bye.
a good day. Bye.